Motorcycle Boy have been accused in the past of being really bad when it comes to playing live. They've now got a new single and a new lineup, and they hope to put all their bad press behind them.
Well, we made Big Rock Candy Mountain nearly 2 years ago, and the band was very new, and its success took us by surprise, and we didn't have anything to follow up with. And we made a horrible record a few months later, which Chrysalis rightly refused to release. And then a few months after that, we made a good record, which they also refused to release. And basically, since then, we've just been sort of recording lots and lots of songs until we came up with something that everyone was happy with. And this is it. Oh, there was nothing to feel bitter about. I mean, we were awful, and we knew it. I mean, we made this record, and we knew the Mary Chain, and they offered us the chance to go on tour, and I mean, no one's going to turn that down. But perhaps looking back on it, we should have, because we were just completely unprepared for anything of that size. And, you know, I think it was a bad move, because most bands, you only see them really once they've been going for 2 years or something. You don't see all the kind of developmental stages with everything falling apart. But we went out and did that sort of on a major tour, and naturally we fell apart. And I mean, our first ever gig was in front of about 4,000 people. So I think we got what we deserved there, really.
Do you think people forgot about you in the time you were away?
God, we forgot about us. We were away that long, yeah. I mean, people used to come up to members of the band and say, oh, you should never have split up. And we thought, we didn't. But, I mean, that's bound to happen, you know. I think our confidence was shaken when the record company wouldn't release anything for a long time. And we eventually got to a stage of we thought, right, we'll do anything you want if you just please release a record. And we just released a record that isn't really what we want to do. And I think that has kind of brought us back to the point where we think, right, we're going to do what we damn well want now, and you can take it or leave it. I think we worry about what we're doing more than we worry about sort of what other people are doing.
So what are your major worries then?
Sorry?
What are your major worries?
We can't play live.
That's the main one.
Yeah. I mean, that's becoming, you know, almost legendary, our inability to play live. And you begin to think, what on earth do we have to do to come across well to an audience?
I mean, as musicians, we're okay, you know, we can play our instruments. It's just, you know, that indefinable something. I'm not sure what it is, but it's just, we've played the occasional good gig, but it's never really sort of gelled into something more solid.
Yeah.
I really don't know what it is. I mean, I just can't put my finger on it.
I mean, the thing is, like, when you get it right, it is so good that you think, oh, I wish it could always be like this. I mean, you want to be able to go on stage and sort of see people having a good time and have a good time yourself. And we keep thinking, ah, yes, we've got it right this time. We will be able to go out and do this every time we play. And perhaps it's because the band keeps splitting up, sort of, before we've played more than 5 gigs together. And I think if we had a steadier lineup, it would be easier.
Yeah, what have we had in 2 years? Something like
about 100 members.
5 different guitarists. 3 different keyboard players, 4 drummers.
And there's a football team now made up of our ex-members. In hindsight, which in a way is kind of pointless because you can't change what's happened, but I think we would probably go in last summer and say, release this record and hold a gun to their heads if necessary. And then we would have had a record out that we really liked, rather than a record that we think is all right, you know. But you learn by your mistakes. And God knows we make enough, so.